Welcome to the arcade. I'm Mr. Pebbles, and today we will be continuing our adventure through the land of Vardenfell in Morrowind. We'll load up here. Now, I did do a couple more mod shenanigans. One of them is I did download a mod that does add a little bit of egg on my face. Since I have never really messed with enchanting, it turns out there are no, oh, I am speaking, excuse me. There are no actual, people who sell soul gems in this game. So I did download a mod that does add, people who will sell you soul gems, mainly in the Mages Guild, Telvanni Guild, stuff like that. And I did get another Better Bodies Beast mod. So I'm gonna go check that out right now. Excuse me, I got a bit of a cough. Sorry about that.
I'm waiting.
Me checking out people's hands as if they have AI. Alright, where are you? Argonian lady who always walks around here. Let's take a look-see. Ah, there she is.
Speak quickly.
Yeah, that is looking better. Yeah, that is looking better. I think so. Excellent. Okay. Good. I want my beast to look very beautiful. Alright, let's see if we can pick up some soul gems now, or if we have to wait for some of these vendors to reset.
Speak quickly. Is there something I can do for you?
Let's see. I don't think Galbadir was one of them. She was. Excellent. Good, good, good. So now we can stock up on soul gems. Alright, that's probably worth. Alright, perfect, good. So that makes our build a little easier. Alright, where are we at? Alright, we are on our way to Vivek. Something else I always forget about Morrowind is you don't have to worry about the black soul gem nonsense. You can just cast you can just cast Soul Trap on anybody and it just sucks them into a gem. You have to have a grand soul gem, but you can have anybody's soul in there, which is absolutely fantastic, to be quite honest. Alright, on to Vivek.
Why walk when you can run?
Dun, 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 dun. Da da da. Da da da. Oh, my feet stuck. Okay. I love how my feet are too big. Literally. Alright, here we go. Woo! Keep going! Get that acrobatics up. Alright, we're on our way to the Black Shulk Corner Club.
The blue plates are nice, but the
I'm
brown
waiting.
ones seem to last longer.
top tier NPC chatter. Screw yo, mud crabs. Black Shalt Corner Club. Here we are. Here we are.
Wealth beyond measure.
We seem to find ourselves in a standoff, gentlemen. What seems to be the problem?
This
I'm so glad I found another better beast mod, because this looks a lot better. Hello, sir. Julia, I have some questions for you. I welcome you as a friend of my friend, Leonidas Maras, but I wish to go to my friend's bookstore, and these troublesome fools are in my way. I have tried to persuade them, but they hate my race, and I fear there will be violence. Perhaps if you speak with them, but be careful, and be ready. My friend's bookstore? My friend Jobasha the Khajiit has a bookstore, Jobasha's Rare Books. If you will agree to travel together with me there, I will answer your questions. But before we go, I beg you to try to persuade these troublesome fools to leave us alone. Otherwise, I fear they will attack us the moment we go leave. The sight of a free Argonian offends these racist thugs. It would tarnish my Moragtong honor to slay them, and I don't want to trouble my friend Saralis Golmus by fighting in his club. But I must go to my friend's bookstore, where we can talk in peace. If you have a way with words, perhaps you can talk to them. Or if you have a way with money, they might be bought. Otherwise, I fear there must be bloodshed. I do have a way with words. We must see if it is good enough. Alright, you mean man. Am I talking to you, Fetcher? No, I am talking to the filthy lizard, so push off. What, are you some kind of filthy lizard lover? You want to give your little friend a big kiss? Alright, it seems that is not enough, so let's put on ye old charm. I have some Telvanni bug musk here. Give it a little drink. That should make me a little more attractive. Check that out. Hey, look. It's none of my business. Folks want to talk to a filthy lizard? It's their problem, not mine. Get out of here, or got out of here, and good riddance. Look, it's a game with a lot of words. There's going to be some typos. Are we ready to travel together to Jabasha's Rare Books? When we arrive at my friend's bookstore, I will answer your questions there. We are ready to travel together. Will you travel together with me to Jobasha's Rare Books? Here we go with the unnecessarily complicated directions. We leave the door to the foreign quarter wasteworks, turn right, west, continue down the hall and across the atrium on the same level, then follow the opposite corridor west on the other side of the atrium, all the way to Jobasha's door. Go across the atrium. Go straight across the atrium. That's all you have to say. Go straight. That's all. I must warn you, unless these troublesome fools are persuaded to behave like civilized beings, there may be a fighting and killing if we try to travel together. Yes, please follow me. I convince them. Thank you, Leonidas Maras. I will follow you to Jobasha's Rare Books, and we will speak further there. Come, my friend.
Walk with virtue, Outlander.
Look, go straight across the atrium. Look. Look. All of those unnecessary instructions. Hello, Alice. How are you? I am now at Jobasha's Rare Books without any of those complicated instructions. Yes, thank you very much. We should be free from distraction here. I'm doing pretty good. Having fun playing Morrowind, one of my favoritist games. We should be free from distraction here. Now, I said I'd tell you about the Nerevarine cult, so you can report back to Caius. And I don't know of any Sixth House cult, but I can tell you what I do know. Oh, I miss the waddle. Bring back beast races, Bethesda. Bring them back, please. Alright, tell me what you know. To understand the Nerevarine cult, you must understand the history of the Ashlanders. Nerevar means something very different to the Ashlanders from what he means to Dunmer of the Great Houses. You should also know about the persecution of the Nerevarine and the legacy of the false incarnate, for the Nerevarine cult is at the heart of the ancient conflict. Chica is saying hi. She's beeping. Beep beep. Hi, baby. Between the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Great House Dunmer. Here is a summary for Caius, but ask your questions and I'll answer in detail. Yeah, my little beeper, my little budgerigar, little parakeet, as layman terms. All right, history of the Ashlanders. In the First Era, the nomadic Ashlanders and the settled Dunmer clans were much alike, but after the First Council and the formation of the Great Houses, Ashlanders have been steadily forced into the poorest and most hostile lands. Now the nomadic tribes look to the prophesied return of Nerevar for a restoration of their ancient rites and religious traditions. Let's ask about the Ashlanders. The Ashlanders hate the House Dunmer, who have become soft and who have abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the gods of the tribunal, and the Ashlanders hate Outlanders, who invaded and stole their land and forced them to live as a subject people. A reborn Nerevar who could drive out the Outlander invaders, destroy the false worship of the tribunal, and restore the pure traditional life and faith of the nomads would be a very popular hero to the Ashlanders. Great houses. In modern times, Morrowind is ruled by the 5 great houses: House Laloo, House Redoran, House Telvanni, House Indoril, and House Dres. Great House's culture is partially defined by its roots in ancient Dunmer tribal clans, and partly by later imperial influences from other Western cultures. The Great House's cultures is only one of the native Dunmer cultures of Morrowind. The other native culture, the Ashlander culture, is a nomadic barbarian culture largely untouched by imperial influences. Ah, I love this stuff. Gimme. How old am I? Pretty old. Very old. 80s old. Old enough to be an animatronic old. Did I click on the... Yeah, I did that one. Let me see. False incarnate. In the past, some have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a figure of legend among the Waste tribes for the last 30 years. The temple says these false incarnates disprove the prophecies, since the false incarnates fail and come to nothing, but the mystical Nerevarine cult glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions, citing the appearance of failed incarnates as certain proof of Nerevar's coming rebirth. And they are correct, in fact. They are actual Nerevarine babies, eggs, if you will, ready to be hatched and reborn. It's just they fail for one reason or another. Alright. Let's read these notes that he has. Notes from Hulia. Following are Hulia's notes for Caius Cosades. The history of the Ashlanders and the Nerevarine cult. In the First Era, barbaric Dunmer culture, settled Dunmer clans, the Great Houses, and nomadic Dunmer tribes, like the Ashlanders, were roughly equal in numbers and wealth. Under the civilized peace of the Grand Council, and with the strong central authority of the Temple, the economic and military power of the settled Dunmer quickly outstripped that of the nomadic Dunmer. The poorest, most hostile land, in particular... the nomadic Dunmer were marginalized into the poorest, most hostile land, in particular, into the Vardenfell Wastes. Again, very simple, very basic lore that the Elder Scrolls Online initially got extremely wrong. Inexcusable. For the Ashlanders, the return of a reincarnated Nerevar represents a longed-for and largely romanticized golden age of Nerevar's peace, when the nomadic tribes enjoyed equality with the settled Dunmer, and before the Dunmer people had, for the most part, abandoned traditional ancestor worship for the autocratic theocracy of the tribunal temple. The Nerevar of the Ashlanders. This is the story of Nerevar as an Ashlander might tell it. Yeah, very mad. I pay. Okay, so this. It was my birthday present to myself because it came out at roughly the same time. I spent $100 on the special edition of Elder Scrolls Online. I have the book, I have the coin, I got all the special in-game stuff. I got to choose my own. I got to play an Imperial if I wanted to. I didn't because I'm a man of culture and I play Khajiit all the time. I was ready. My body was ready. I was ready to go. And then I found Ashlanders just hanging out outside of Mournhold in front of House Indoril, just hanging out. No problems. And I quit the game at that point. I stopped playing. I've heard it's better, but I'm still not playing it. In ancient days, the Deep Elves and a great host of Outlanders from the west came to steal the land of the Dunmer. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader. So this is the war for fans of Skyrim, because I know more people have played Skyrim. But this is the war in which the voices of Skyrim went to go fight in. And where they were defeated at. So they, this is where they came back and pondered as to why they lost. And this is where Jurgen Windcaller came up with his way of the voice. Which is some pretty cool history. Let me fix chat. Chat got messed up. They totally did that because they just intended for Huyu to be wrong about it. Copium. Boo. I refuse to believe that. Absolutely refuse. Came to steal the land of the Dunmer. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader of the great house people, but he honored the ancient spirits and the tribal law, and became as one of us. So, when Nerevar pledged upon his great ring of the ancestors, one clan under Moon and Star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all the tribes joined the house people to fight a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dunmer tribesmen and housemen died at Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the Outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, and, setting themselves up as gods, neglected Nerevar's promises to the tribes. But it is said that Nerevar will come again with his ring and cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promises to the tribes, to honor the spirits and drive the outsiders from the land. Persecution of the Nerevarine cult. The Tribunal Temple regards the mysticism and prophecy of the Nerevarine cult as primitive superstition. The Ashlander ancestor cults, and the Nerevarines in particular, have always decried the worship of living Dunmer as abominations, suspecting the unnatural lifetimes of the Tribunal to be signs of profane sorcery or necromancy. They are correct. It's true. Though the authoritarian and intolerant temple priesthood has always been inclined oh, trust me, I've already gone over that. I've already gone over the lush jungles of the Nibene. Trust me. No, don't worry about it, guys. I've breathed my breath over it. For my breath is like long winter. We totally covered the retcon in Skyrim. Trust us, guys. Fucking jungles. You're just hitting all my buttons. Though the authoritarian and intolerant temple priesthood has always been inclined to tolerate Ashlander Nerevarine cult practices, yeah, laugh it up, they have always threatened Nerevarine claimants with death or imprisonment. And while generally tolerant of various cult worships, the Imperial Commission of the Occupation outlaws cults hostile to the Emperor and the Empire, and threatens members of such cults with imprisonment or death. The Ordinators are allowed a free hand when dealing with outlawed cults like the Nerevarines. Peakstar and other incarnates in the past. In the past, others have claimed to be the reincarnated Nerevar of prophecy. The most recent is known as Peakstar, a mysterious figure who has reportedly appeared and disappeared among the Waste tribes over the last 30 years. The temple notes that these false incarnates discredit the Nerevarine prophecies. Singularly and illogically, the Ashlanders acknowledge a history of false claimants, calling them failed incarnates, but they regard them as proof of the validity of the prophecies rather than contradiction. Among the Nerevarines, there is a fable of a cavern of the incarnates, where the spirits of the failed incarnates dwell. The Nerevarine cult is a mystical cult, and it glorifies rather than shrinks from contradictions. Let's take a look at Joe Basha, see if he's improved.
Move along.
Yeah, hi. Hey, you know this guy sells illegal books? Do you know that? Bye. All right.
You approach.
Oh, Joe Basha's looking real smooth. Okay, I like this mod. Yes. Good.
Not now. At all. It wants something. What does it ask?
All right, what canton am I going to next? I am playing a main Khajiit. So, I found a mod that lets you play as a main, which is that type of Khajiit that is very special.
You're here for trouble.
I'm waiting.
What's this then?
Very few being born.
That cabin girl was looking at me. How can I tell her I'm not interested?
Not interested because you're Breton. You're St. Olm's Canton and the Hall of Wisdom. Okay. I only snitched because I know they can't hear me. Nah, can you let me down? Lower, lower. I want to go down. Let me go down. What a beautiful night. There we go. Let's see. There's a gondola. Hello, gondola man. Can you take me to St. Olm's? Okay, take me to Hlalu then. What's the difference between BMWs and porcupines?
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Porcupines carry pricks on the outside. Nice. Nice. Gotta. Gotti. Let's see. She's in the Hall of Wisdy.
What do you want?
Now, come on. Tell me where this is. Wisdy. Hey, buddy. Who's he barking at? Was she in the library? Copper hair. Yeah, there she is.
Spit it out or hit the road.
Wow. All right. Yes, I'm Mara Milo. Kaya sent you. Follow me to the back of the library. We can't talk here.
Not now, at all.
Wow, that was in tandem. They're really watching you. Hey, hey, do you know they're watching you? Do you realize that? Hey, they're watching you. Go ahead. I'm afraid I don't know anything about a Sixth House cult, but I can tell you about the Nerevarine cult. The temple worships Nerevar as a saint and hero, but prophecies of his reincarnation are punished as wicked heresy. The Nerevarine cult claims the tribunal are false gods, hence the temple's persecution of the Nerevarine cult. A group called the Descendant Priests disputes temple doctrine on the Nerevarine prophecies. The prescribed book Progress of Truth describes their beliefs. Get a copy of Progress of Truth for Caius Cosades. That will tell him things he needs to know about the Nerevarine cult. I already picked up a copy of this book, so we're good there. Let's talk about persecution. It's an Ashlander cult. Primitive superstition, says the temple. Nerevarines say the tribunal will false. Oh, we already kind of went over that. Descendant priests. The descendant priests dispute temple doctrine and are outlawed and persecuted by the temple. Ordinators arrest and imprison heretics, and the empire cannot interfere. Progress of Truth lists their beliefs. In brief, they challenge the purity and divinity of the tribunal, suggesting their powers are sorcerous, not divine, and perhaps akin to the powers of Dagoth-Ur. They are correct. They also condemn the arbitrary power of the Ordinators and accuse the temple hierarchy of self-interest and corruption. Dagoth-Ur is the evil, immortal enemy of the tribunal temple cult. The temple holds Dagoth-Ur and its hosts accountable for all the evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagoth-Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin called Ash Vampires, and by legions of deformed monsters. This book lists the disputes of the descendant priests with tribunal temple doctrines. The temple has outlawed the sale of possessions of the book, so it will be hard to find. We have a copy here, but I fear I'm being watched by ordinators here. A safer plan would be to search local booksellers. Some booksellers ignore temple bans on outlawed books for profits or for principles. Yeah, Dagoth-Ur isn't evil, he's just misunderstood. Let's see. Yep, Progress of Truth. Alright. Girl, you in danger.
If you're here for trouble.
Alright, so we just need to get to St. Olms.
3 gods, 1. Keep moving.
How do I get out of here? So my boy Dagoth-Ur, who did get done dirty, it is true. So basically we don't... Oh, looks like I got disconnected. One sec. Give it a moment. Alright, we back online? We connected okay? Yeah, F in the chat. We back online? Alright, we're back online. Yeah, I was just about to get into Dagoth-Ur. The temple heard me. Temple's like, FBI, open up! We heard you spreading some descendant priest propaganda. Anyway, Dagoth-Ur. So from what can be pieced together, because the great thing about Morrowind's story is you don't actually get the whole story. You don't ever really know what happened. And that's good. I like it. But from what can be figured out is what seems to have happened is that the dwarves disappeared. Nerevar and Dagoth-Ur discover the tools of Kagranak that the dwarves used on the heart of Lorcan. From there, Nerevar orders or asks Dagoth-Ur to protect all of the tools in the heart while he goes and discusses what to do with everything with Vivek, Sothasil, and Almalexia. They get interested and they want to go see everything. So Nerevar takes everybody into the chamber. Dagoth-Ur, however, started experimenting, realized the power he could have, and by the time they got down there, he either realized that the other 3 were going to betray Nerevar, or the tools made him paranoid, and he decided not to hand over the tools. So they ended up in a huge battle. Nerevar dies, or he was stabbed in the back. Dagoth-Ur is driven off, but he's immortal. Like, there's nothing they can do to stop it. He's already used the tools. Edrenir. And so the three use the tools, come up with this big story about Dagoth-Ur is the devil. My boy gets done dirty. Sorry, I'm looking for a Khajiit here. Where are you?
Let's not make this official, Outlander.
Yeah, Almalexia is totally a traitor. I do believe Nerevar was stabbed in the back by somebody. He was betrayed.
I will listen. Go ahead, stranger.
Absolutely. All right, if we're Thieves Guild, where would I be? Where would I be if I was Thieves Guild? What, the Elder Scrolls race has the lowest intelligence? I hate to say it, but it's probably the orc male.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
In Morrowind. Dark elves, really? That is very surprising to me. Good on you for knowing that, though. That is not something I know.
Speak, traveler.
That's locked. Alright, I'm going to guess that we are not up here. We are down in the sewers. Oh, it's a pun? I didn't catch it.
What was that?
I tend to take things very, very literally. My programming, you know how it is. Farmers and laborers. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to guess we're downstairs. Oh, shoot.
Watch yourself.
I know.
No trouble here.
I know. I'm just trying to find a Khajiit. I guess we're in the canal works, probably. Hello, friend.
My time is precious, so much.
Have you seen a Khajiit down here? There we go. Hello, friend. No, you're not the Khajiit I need.
You want some?
Storage? Oh, what am I doing? You just start trapping some souls. You know what? I think this quest is how I accidentally discovered the Morag Tong. Well, let's check it out. She's got to be here somewhere. Hello, rat. Ah, Morrowind combat. Who is that? Oh, is this the Shrine to Sheogorath? Got him. Got he. I will hear no Morag Tong slander in my stream. Why can't I step over this? There we go. God, my feet are too big for my goddamn he. Come on. Yes, it is way cooler than the Dark Brotherhood. I fully agree. Gosh, I need to get my acrobatics up just to get around. Just because my feet too big. No, no, don't go in the water. God damn it. Oh no, how'd I get in the water? You are right. Oh, do I have any magic potions? I don't think I do. That's fine. There is a Khajiit somewhere in this fucking canton. Do 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 do. Nope, that's just you. Huh? Right? It's just so much more involved.
Speak, traveler.
But I guess that's every guild in Morrowind is just so much more involved. Right? It just... I don't care that... Sorry, I'm gonna... One sec. Sheath use officer in St. Olms. Etrineer. It just, I don't care if some of the stuff is like fetch quests and doesn't have a special name, is not like super involved, and everybody's got a special duty to do and all this stuff. And it's just, I don't need that. I'd rather just go on an adventure. Just send me on an adventure. I don't need the Michael Bay treatment. Yeah, the twin lamps and the so many mods that came out to expand upon the twin lamps just tells you how popular it was, and it was barely mentioned in this game. For people who don't know, the twin lamps was it's basically a little bit of a House Lalu offshoot, and it's basically just to free slaves. You just run around freeing slaves. Okay. You're not who I need. And it was just the coolest thing, and there's only like 3 or 4 quests for it, is the thing. But they are quests, and it is a guild. Yeah, it's Morrowind's version of the Underground Railroad. And people love this thing so much that they made huge elaborate quest mods for it just so people could keep doing Twin Lamps stuff. It was great. She's in one of these houses. I can just walk into people's houses. Hi, how are you? You're not who I'm looking for. She's in one of these houses. She's gotta be. Okay. Northeast Underworks of the St. Olms Canyon. Northeast Underworks. Yeah. There's when it comes to the twin lamps, it's just small breadcrumbs everywhere. Underworks. Alright, this is telling me, so I am looking it up. There is no shame in looking stuff up when it comes to Morrowind. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, there's no quest markers. Yeah, of course. And there's also no shame in looking stuff up when you're lost. Underworks. This is the canal works. Where is the underworks? Is that fucking... That is under here. Yep. Yeah. I cheated not only the game, I didn't grow, I didn't improve. I took a shortcut. I experienced a hollow victory. I risked nothing. Nothing was risked. Nothing was gained. Exactly. I shamed my ancestors. No, ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial. Absolutely shameful display. I understand. I understand if you click off. You what, mate? Alright, are you gonna attack me? Or are you gonna be not- You're gonna attack the fuck out of me. Alright. I'm gonna barely do any damage to you. Oh, I do have Restore Magicka. How would you like to be in a soul gem? Would you like that? Would you enjoy that? I'm talking big game for somebody who's barely doing any damage to you. But you have some fucking nice armor I'd like. Yeah. I'm just looking for a cat! Yeah, this is who I'm looking for. Hello. Talk to me real quick. Hey, hang on, hold on. Time out. I gotta talk to this person. Great. We're going to pretend that you're not being attacked, and we're going to talk like normal human beings. So Caius has said to you, speak with Adranir, and you have done this thing. You are speaking with Adranir, but Adranir will not talk to you about the Nerevarine or the Six House cult. Because why? Because Adranir is, at this moment, very distracted by a nice Census and Exis agent who also wants to speak with her. Oh, great. While I'm being attacked. Always fight better when you're totally smashed. Yeah. You do not know this? They are the collectors of the Emperor's taxes and tariffs, and the Emperor has outlawed trade in many things, like Dwemer artifacts and ebony, and a Census and Exis agent will enjoy being a pest about such things. For several reasons, a Census and Exis agent is not Adranir's favorite person. If you want Adranir to help you, make the bad agent go away, then she will tell you things. Alright, cool, sounds great. Be right back. Has she? Nope, she has not left me alone. Goodbye. Alright, where am I at? Alright, I'm right here. This is where I go into. Alright. Do I even have Sujama? I got no booze. Let's practice my... Da, 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 da. Ah, Morrowind. The superior way to do things. Not like that bogus Skyrim system, am I right? You'd not be able to handle this game sober? Are you kidding me?
Make it quick, Outlander.
Alright, where is this Census and Nexus agent? Where is this fellow? I'm guessing it's the fancy man that I passed by several times. Yeah, that guy. The one in the skirt. Hello. I'm looking for a friend of mine, a female Khajiit named Adranir. Do you know where I can find her? Yes, her name is Adranir, and she is a Khajiit. Do you know where I can find her? Lie. Yes, she just took a gondola to the mainland. No, I think you might find her in the Underworks. We're going to lie. You hate it because you love it? I mean, no. I love it, warts and all. Let me just say that. What a disappointment, but thank you for your time. I was just heading back to the mainland myself anyway, and maybe I'll run into her there.
Any time now.
Woo! Still Strider noise. Alright, I think I just came straight across here. I like the game for what it is, and it just even all the parts that suck, I like it, I guess, is how I would describe it. Yeah, delicious nostalgia dopamine. Alright, not into there. Though I guess that chick isn't guarding that door anymore. Now that I've led her far away. Alright, so we're gonna juke and jive and dodge. We are in Vivek. We are... Ugh, nice block. So, are you the one Adranir must thank for getting rid of that annoying Census and Exis agent? Indeed, Adranir is very glad to see you, and very happy to tell a friend of my good friend Caius all about the Sixth House cult. And Adranir knows nothing about the Nerevarine, but Adranir's happy to tell you that too, if it makes Caius happy. Ask away, friend Leonidas Maras. Alright, we need to know about this Sixth House cult. This Adranir knows about, because it is about smuggling. Some smart smugglers are suddenly too busy for their old clients, because they have a new employer, the Sixth House, who pays very well. But what do they smuggle now? Adranir doesn't know, because they are very secret. And this is odd, because these smugglers are always loud and bragging, and now they hush up like fat-bellied kitties full of sweetmeats. Smuggling is big business. The Empire says we can't trade skooma, moon sugar, ebony, Dwemer artifacts, exotic Dunmer weapons and armor, and slaves. So smugglers trade these things. Smugglers also smuggle grief, sheen, and sujama to avoid imperial tax. And now the Sixth House hires smugglers, though what they smuggle, Adranir cannot say. That was not a lot of information about the Sixth House cult, Adranir. Alright. Top-notch AI. Top-notch. I mean, I could try it. I just wasn't doing a lot of damage before. State-of-the-art pathfinding. Oh, I can't equip during battle. This is my best weapon, too. And that armor is godlike. That is some good armor. Sweet moon sugar. Oh, we're making good progress. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Oh, we're out of charge. Let's switch to... get health up. Oh, dang. Wolf? Oh, Wolf. He's a pretty cool guy, is Wolf. Aw, dang. You can't do our normal trick. Alright, we'll just have to come back and beat her when we are stronger. We're just not strong enough yet. Wolf is a pretty chill guy, I believe. He's a pretty awesome guy. Seems to... Is he? Is he, though? Is he? I don't know. I guess we will find out about Wolf when we possibly meet him later. You know, he's got his favorite coin that he lends us to go beat Dagother. You know, it's not... I was really... I gotta admit, I was low-key looking forward to Wolf in Skyrim. Low-key. I thought it was a perfect time for him to come back. I was extremely disappointed not to see him anywhere, especially not in Sovngarde. Like, why Bethesda? I know you want to leave it open. This might be a... Oh my gosh. I don't want to get into the towers theory, which is pretty much all but proven at this point. To the point where the Elder Scrolls 6 is spoiled. We know exactly where it's going to be. It's going to be in High Rock. Or, it's either in High Rock or Summer Mist. Wolf is... If you do the Imperial Cult quest and then you go to Ghostgate, you'll meet Wolf. Oh, I'll get into it. You meet Wolf, who is Talos in human form. And he'll give you a lucky coin, which raises your luck by, I believe, 10 points. And it's basically Talos coming down to Earth to basically bless your mission and help you out. Which basically all the elves suck and are liars because it basically proves Talos is a god. Where's the Soul Strider? He's up here. So the towers theory, when you read a lot, this is another thing that the games have always hinted at. And Bethesda panicked because people started figuring it out around the time of Morrowind. No, it doesn't prove that he's a... I don't believe that it's his ghost. I believe he's a god because he doesn't show up unless you are part of the Imperial cult. You have to be a part of the Imperial cult or else he doesn't show up. He doesn't show himself to you. So it proves that he's a god. Ooh, things are heating up in the Morrowind fandom. I mean, all the gods in this game are pieces of shit. Doesn't really prove anything. Besides, he still came and blessed your mission with a lucky coin. He was a piece of shit for changing fucking Cyrodiil. For changing Cyrodiil from what it was supposed to be. He's a huge piece of shit. Fully agree. Hello, Daddy. I have your orders. I have your report, and I'll make copies of your notes from Hulia and the Progress of Truth. Give me time to read and digest all this. In the meantime, I'm promoting you to journeyman. You're doing good work, and here are 200 drakes. Go out and treat yourself to a new pair of shoes, and go do some jobs for the guilds, or other freelance work, just to keep your cover story current, or get some training. Then when you're fit and rested, come back and I'll have new orders for you. Yeah, I fully agree. He was a trash human being, and that's what I like about this franchise. It's realistic. Like what you learn about the historical figures via the game, through the books, talking to the people who were actually there at the time, like Baron Zaya, because you have races that do live for hundreds of years and who were there for these historical moments, telling you, no, that's not what happened. Here's what actually happened. And then, but them also having their own personal biases. And other people who were also there going, no, that's not what happened. Here's what actually happened. And nothing ever getting really cleared up. That's what I like about this series.
We make a special trip.
They don't tell you. I'm going to check something in Suran real quick. But yeah, that's what I really enjoy about this series. There's so many questions, and you get some answers, but you never get all of the answers. All right, I'm hoping. Yes! Perfect. Sorry. It seems weird. I just ran over here to look at a naked cat chest. But as I've mentioned before, I went and got another Better Beast mod because it was just killing me that they looked so bad next to everybody else.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
But I didn't want the nippies. Yeah, Khajiit Boba.
Same low price.
And it looks much better now. I'm very happy. Okay, so Caius wants us to do some more questies. So we're going to go to Aldrune and see if there's anything else for us to do. Oh, an ash storm. How typical. And this was crazy back then. Having your character react to what was going on around them. This was top of the line. Like them putting their hand in front of their face as the storm is blowing. That was nuts. Okay, sorry, the towers theory. I got all off base. So, let me see what I have here. I have Voss from here. Let me see what I got from the Mages Guild. So, every province has what's called a tower. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an actual tower. Some of them are. Like the Crystal Tower in Summer Mist. The Drireni Tower in High Rock. Red Mountain is considered the Red Tower because it is a large mountain. The White Gold Tower in Cyrodiil. Every province has a tower or a central portion of their province that is holding up the heavens. The throat of the world is the snow-capped tower. And they've been building this up throughout the games. And the towers have been falling one by one throughout these games. And you hear it in Skyrim. The snow-capped tower lies sundered, bleeding, as part of the prophecy. They're talking about Skyrim. And being sundered. The Aldmeri are actually working towards sundering each of the towers so that the sky will fall and they can return to being perfect immortal beings. And that's why they're working so hard to get rid of Talos, a mortal who has become an immortal, because they don't want mortals to know that such a thing is possible. So once they can change that, then they can continue their work and unmake the heavens, basically, return everything to how it used to be, return to nothing, become perfect beings like the stars once more. And yeah, it's crazy. And when you look at it, they've been building up to it, and they're panicking because everybody's figured it out, and they know what the plot of the Elder Scrolls 6 has to be. Yeah, of course, Aldmeri are returned douchebags. Sir Lonway of the Mages Guild in Vivec has somehow acquired a copy, oh, we're going back to Vivec, of Chimarvidium, Chimarvamidium. Ugh. It is the 6th volume of the Marabal Soul, Ancient Tales of the Dwemer. Most of the ancient tales are not truly Dwemer in origin, but this one may be an exception. It deals with some sort of golem or centurion. Will you be willing to borrow this book for me? Thank you, Leonidas Maras. Sir Lonway probably keeps the book near her in the Mages Guild in Vivec. Do whatever it takes to get the book and then return it to me. If you've caught stealing, of course, it is a crime against the guild. So be careful and take these scrolls just in case.
How fare friend?
They were built in the Mytheric era, so they, like I said, not all of these are physical representation of towers. They were built specifically on these power spots. So it's, I'm trying to think of the proper way to say it. It's the, so, oh, dang it. I freaking hate those glitches. So White Coal Tower was built specifically because it is on, that is a power spot. That is where, quote, quote, the tower is come to reside. That is where the heaven is being held up. So they built the tower because that is where the power spot is. Yeah, tapping into the ley line network, basically. Oh, I don't know why I did this when I can just take the Mages Guild. I got too into the towers thing. So the Aldmeri built those towers. Because remember, Aldmeri weren't, they were very split on the concept of becoming mortal beings. A lot of them were into it at first. They enjoyed it. A lot of them didn't enjoy it.
Go ahead.
A very small amount broke off. Like the Dunmer, the Wood Elves, everybody kind of had their own thoughts and reasonings and desires when this happened. So they couldn't immediately return or put any of these plans into effect. Yeah, Thalmor destroys all the towers and nothing happens because there's more in Akavir, right? Oh, dang it. I'm going nuts. The book I need is in here. Right? Mages Guild in Vivec. Yeah, it's in here somewhere. Oh, grab some mage potions while I'm here.
Is there something I can do for you?
Yeah. Give me some of that. Is this another pun? Because it's, I'm pretty sure it's the Khajiit. Even though the Khajiit aren't affected by drugs the same way as other races are.
I can tell. Ah, well, what may I do for you?
Hi, elves. Oh, heart. Hilarious. I enjoyed that very much.
I see you.
Uh-oh, you do? I don't want you to. Because I think... Yeah, this is what I need to do. Am I sneaky? I think I'm sneaky. Alright. We've got... our tower key. Spell. Perfect. Breathing water and Chimarvidium. I think breathing water gives us alteration. Oh, we gained a level. Nice. I think Chimarvidium gives us heavy metal. Or heavy armor. Alright, our heavy armor skill is at 50. Nice. Actually, let's see if we need to... Yeah, we gotta. Man, that girl is hitting us hard. Cool, cool, cool. What do we get? We get some neat stuff. Alright. Sorry, I stole your book. It's on orders, though. It is a power spot because the heart fell there. Because Lorkharn is the one who tricked the other gods into creating the world. So his heart was physically thrown onto the world, like right as it was created. It's stupid. I know more about the creation of this world than I do about lore and religion in my own world. So something I haven't really considered until now are all the power parts of Lorkharn. Do you have a copy of Chimarvidium? Will you let me borrow the book? Thank you, Leonidas Moras. I will return the book to you soon, but in the meantime, I have more duties for you. Can I advance? Okay, I don't have the requirements, so I'm just not strong enough, but I do have more duties. I have been distracted from my studies by several reports from Margan. Apparently there is some sort of disturbance at Hulin's hut. Since Hulin is a member of the guild, we really ought to do something about this disturbance. I simply haven't had the time to do it myself. My research is at an absolutely critical phase. Would you go to Margan and take a look for me? Yeah, I guess. Excellent, Leonidas Moras. Go to Margan. I'm sure someone there can give you further directions. Take care of this for me so I can continue my studies in peace.
I must say, I find you most interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Make it quick,
Let's see.
Outlander.
Yes, friend.
Yeah, Morrowind, we actually have to be skilled at stuff to become Archmage rather than just show up.
I'm listening. Please, go ahead. I go ahead. Pushed so hard.
Have it saved in a bit. Let's see here. Yes.
All right, I'm listening.
Let's see, Margon. Crab City. Let's see, travel, Margon. I know.
When you can ride.
Delicious. I believe that is the disturbance we need to look at. Silt Strider? Or, Cliff Racer? Yep. Oh! We need to start soul trapping a bunch of stuff. Alright. Yeah. Oh, there's the ghost gate. Hulin's hut. Oh, it's a scamp! That's the other thing I missed in Skyrim. Actual Dremora. Like, I know the Oblivion Gate's shut, but fuck that noise. Fuck that noise. I want scamps. I want clan fear. Like, how can you be a proper Dremora summoner if you can't summon Dremora? Well, hello there, sir.
I suppose I have a moment. What is it?
Is the scamp really gone? Thank you, whoever you are. This is all my fault. I wanted to be a real sorcerer, not just Huline's apprentice for the rest of my life. I wanted to prove I could summon a scamp. Then Huline would have to take me seriously. I'm just glad it's all over now. Thank you for killing the scamp, Leonidas Moras. At first he did everything I told him, but then he tricked me. He wasn't really under my control. Then he started tearing the place up, and he took all my clothes, and I locked myself in this closet, and it's been just horrible. I don't want to be a sorcerer anymore. I won't ever summon another Daedra as long as I live. Took all your clothes. Nice.
The blue plates are nice, but the brown ones seem to last longer.
One hopes a lesson is learned. It's kind of sad to think all these people probably died like 5 years after this. Who are you guys? Oh! Hey, you want to get in a soul gem? Oh, let's get one that does have a charge. Oh, I thought you could get souls into Grand Soul Gems. I guess you can't. Surely none of them died. They had a living god Vivek to protect them, right? Right? Not in this game. I think it does need to be Azura's... I think it needs to be Azura's star, actually. In order to be a human soul. Great. So this is the fun, quote-unquote, part about cliff racers. You gotta make them... There we go, okay. Yeah, there we go. Only good thing about cliff racers is they drop cliff racer plumes, which have levitate. Oh yeah, this, you think Zerastar can only capture Almalexia and Vivek because they're technically creatures. Okay. Like I said, enchanting is... The whole reason I took enchanting this playthrough is because nothing. I've never taken it playing Morrowind because Morrowind and Oblivion are such. Oh, cat, buddy, come on. Are such pains, or it's just such a pain. And since I got this mod that makes everything kind of easier leveling up, I thought I'd try something different. Hi, cat. Yes, you're a good cat. So yeah, I am learning some new things about enchantment. My cat is doing his best to crash the stream right now. Come on, bud. Oh, you sit in my lap, you don't sit anywhere. Stack reflect damage above 100%, yeah. Pretty much. I am not planning on doing that with my enchantment. That is not something that I plan on doing. I'm planning on being very mundane with my enchantment. I'm playing it the way it's supposed to be played. What did you find at Hulin's hut? Was it worth all these intolerable interruptions? So Hulin's apprentice summoned a scamp? Is that all? I can't believe I was distracted from my studies for something so trivial. Speaking of which, I discovered these scrolls during my research. You may find them useful. 2 scrolls of the 5th barrier has been added to your inventory. Any more duties? Yes, Leonidas Moras, I have finished my study of Chimervidium. Can you believe this isn't about a Dwemer construct at all? This book was completely useless. In any case, I need you to return the book before Sir Lonway suspects anything. Return the book to wherever you found it. Restore health and restore fatigue. Yeah. I thought I must have just in a haze. Hello, cryptic catfish. And speaking of enchantment, I'm going to buy an amulet. And we're gonna see if we can enchant something useful. What do I have? Surely I can get something a little more useful. Anyway, I'm gonna buy an amulet. We're gonna see if we can enchant something. Maybe like Magicka Regen. That seems very useful.
Speak, traveler.
Let's see. General merchandise.
Outlander, I haven't much time.
Dost thou have an amulet, good sir? None. Talos is horrible and shouldn't be worshipped. Well, debatable. We're arguing the merits for and against. Let's see, a common amulet. We can go a little fancier. Let's see here. I know there's a clothier in here that's... yeah. A little fancier. Inside the giant enemy crab.
My time is precious, so make it quick.
Yeah, there we go. Expensive amulet. Or an extravagant ring. No, let's go with an amulet. It's cheaper. Alright, let's see here. Save the game. Go to Balmora because they sell more spells there. Yeah, Molag Bal. He's got some cool vibes. Yeah, at least the Daedric princes don't... At least the Daedric princes don't, they know what they are. They don't try to pretend like they're anything else. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna be like, oh man, you're new to Skyrim? You're in for a treat. But yeah, pick back up. Makes more sense. I don't know why I keep going to the Silt Strider instead of just going through the Mages Guild.
Why walk when you can ride?
Yeah, you do. Vampires in this game kind of suck. It's fun, but it sucks. But there's an actual like trade-off for being strong. Same with werewolves. Hey yo, how you doing? All right, let's see if anybody's got anything useful. Charm might be pretty useful. Water walking, no. No. Levitate. Having levitate on an amulet might be pretty useful. Let's go ahead and at least buy it. Okay. Yeah, vampire sucking is the whole point behind vampirism, though. True facts. Bound reflects. Resist common disease might be pretty useful. Let's grab that.
I'm listening, please. Go ahead.
Greeted friend, welcome.
Oh, look at the little claws on their paws. I didn't notice that. Okay, I love this mod. This mod is a very good mod. Spells. Fifth barrier, calm creature. Spell absorption is always useful. Okay, starting to run low on gold. Okay, you got some spells. Alright. My rank is not big enough. I need to find an enchanting master. Alright, let's get this buddy. Okay. Let's try levitate on self. Oh man, that's a big... Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do levitate just yet. So let's do resist common disease. Okay, it's going to be a cast. Oh, why can't I do... That's weird. Why can't I do type a cast once? Is that why? Dirt. Thank you. No, it still says cast when used. It doesn't just... Weird. I was hoping for 406 stole for common. Yeah, okay. But it was weird, even with the Winged Twilight value, it still won't let me have a constant effect. It's still only cast when used. But yeah, I mean, it's still pretty good. Touch, self. Really? So only a person would be strong enough to do a constant effect. God, they just really didn't want you using enchanting in this game at all, did they? I could have sworn you could soul trap a person in this game. Golden State Souls? Okay. Oh, resist comment, it's not gonna do what I was hoping it would do then. Cast when used. Maybe a paralyze on touch. No, that's not a good one. Cure common disease would... Nope, that's a minus. God, I really want to just enchant something. Because they're considered creatures. Okay. Sorry for the kind of... I'm trying to figure this out. Because I just want to start enchanting stuff. Maybe spell absorption. I mean, it's not exactly that I want to be a god, too. Like, understandable. I just wanted to enchant weapons to do, like, some kind of damage. Oh, that's not what I wanted. And maybe, like, just as a tertiary, maybe have some stuff, because this game throws enchanted items at you pretty effectively. But I kind of wanted to... just... Maybe I can... Alright. Alright. Yeah, not gonna make anything as good as Goldbrand. I mean, absolutely. But, I mean, this game is so... not unbalanced, but... Oh yeah, you're right about fatigue. Short blade. I should also sell this useless frost damage sword, because I don't need it. Okay.
Yes, Outlander, what do you want?
No, I'm not doing the alchemy enchanting loop. Stop it, Orin.
May I help you?
McDagus mod. I am not familiar with that one. Is that one I should have installed?
I hope you won't take too much of my time.
Oh, is that the one that turns... Is that the one that puts a fucking McDonald's in the game? I'm not... No, I'm not ruining the... I'm not ruining the... No, I'm not ruining the... As funny as that is, I'm not ruining the immersion. I thought McDaggeth was somebody's fucking username. Me acting all serious. It's not ruining, it's enhancing.
What can I do for you?
Fargoth is your favorite mod. You like the Macho Man dragons?
Share your thoughts, friend. I enjoy the company.
Alright, I have returned to Kymar Vidium. The book has been returned. Good work, Evoker. Once I know the location of some Dwemer ruins, I will be asking you to travel to some dangerous places. These amulets will help you return to safely. Oh, hell yeah! An amulet of Alcimvi intervention and an amulet of divine intervention. Yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine dragon replacement is a fun one. I have no duties for you now, but speak with me again when you have earned the rank of Conjurer. Alright, I think I'm going to take a quick little break. For, you know, the YouTube break. Varden fell a much happier place with golden arches. Probably. And then after the break, we'll run back to Caius and see if he's got anything new for us. So stretch your legs, get a sip, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Yeah, fun talking to everybody.